Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the second video in my summer home tour series. Yesterday I shared with you the living room, which is where I am standing right now, to give you guys kind of like a full view of the kitchen. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, the kitchen and the living room are attached. There is not too much to share with this room, but I'm still excited to take you around the kitchen and show you guys how I have it set up for the summer. So let's jump right in and get started. Walking into the kitchen from the living room, I have this little drink opener. This was purchased and personalized by my cousin. She just added the little cheers wording right there. Right over here on this first part of the kitchen counters, I have a little marble and wooden cutting board, and then I have this little wooden stand, and this can be used to hold a tablet or a phone or a cookbook. I usually keep my tablet right here when I'm cooking. This was purchased and customized from Etsy.com, and then right on there I have a little personalized wooden spoon that I received at our bridal shower. And then right above there we have this cabinet. In this cabinet we just keep all of our cups. Everything is in there. And then I have another diffuser. Like I mentioned, I love keeping diffusers throughout the house. I also have my 3 most commonly used essential oils that I use in the kitchen at least, and that is spearmint, lime, and lemon. And then we have the sink. I do have some dirty dishes. I know that's like totally taboo to show on YouTube, but I do have some dirty dishes that I have to attend to after this video. But I did want to mention this little metal organizer. I love this thing. I found this on Amazon, and it just holds what I need on the daily. So I have our hand soap. Having it at this level makes it really easy for Aiden to use this, and this is just from Bath & Body Works in the scent Water Lily and Lilac. Perfect summer scent. And then I have this Myers Clean Day Multi-Surface in the Mum scent. I love this scent as well. It's very florally. And then I have the little kitchen scrubber. This is by KitchenAid. I found this at Home Goods. Then right up here I have this Philosophy Fresh Cream hand lotion, and this stuff is amazing. It smells really good. And then here is the majority of our counter space in the kitchen. If you guys remember seeing previous kitchen tours, you guys might remember that I did have a lot more stuff on this counter than I do now. Right over here, I used to keep my iPod like sound system, which took up quite a bit of room, not too much, but I used to have that there. We used to also have our toaster right over here, and then I had a couple more like miscellaneous decor items. I recently decided to just try to keep our kitchen countertops as bare as possible, and I have been absolutely loving not having so much stuff on our counters. Not that I was like in desperate search of more counter space, like for cooking purposes, but it just feels so nice to not have too much stuff on the counters. So what I have included in this area of the kitchen, I have our olive oil dispenser that I purchased from Bed Bath & Beyond, a little set of faux flowers that I found at Michael's sitting on top of a wooden log slice that I purchased from Home Goods. And then right in the center, the corner there, I have this sign that reads Hello Sunshine, and that I purchased from Joann Fabrics last summer. And then in front of that sign, I have this Mr. and Mrs. little like ring catch-all type of dish. I usually just put my rings there when I'm doing the dishes. And then I have this gold watering can, and this was purchased from Target last year. So I keep this here. I do love how it looks. I think it's very like modern version of a watering can, but it's also functional. I use this primarily to water our flowers in the backyard. We don't have too many flowers in the backyard because of the dogs. I primarily planted a lot in the front yard, and for the front yard we use the hose. So When the backyard flowers are looking a little dry, I just use this, and so it's nice and easy to access. Plus, I think it looks really cute. And hopefully you guys are interested in seeing our cabinets or what's inside. But in here we keep our plates, bowls, our nicer, like more expensive glasses, this little mixing bowl, some more bowls, and then up here I have a mixture of mugs, like soup bowl kind of things. And so here is that. And then in this center cabinet here, I have mixes up here, salts and peppers and seasonings. And then in here, I have a bunch of baking, like dessert type products. And then on this bottom level, I have a mixture of breads, candies, and snacks. And then here is our primary food cabinet. We do not have like a food pantry in this house, which can be a little bit tight and rough sometimes. I really wish we had a bigger spot to hold dry foods, but here's what we are working with currently. Once we are able to expand on the house, a kitchen pantry is definitely something on my wish list. And then here are our drawers and our one cabinet, Lazy Susan, down here. So in this drawer, I have dish towels and like cooking knives. And then in here I have a bunch of just Tupperware. And then same with down here. It's a little bit more messy down here because I usually have a bowl right here that kind of props all of this up. I did recently show the organization methods of the Lazy Susan, but here it is again, really quick. And then these knobs I purchased from Amazon.com. In this drawer over here, we have all of our like saran wrap bags, Ziploc bags. And down here, we have bowls, lots of bowls pretty much, serving bowls, mixing bowls, you name it. And then we have our microwave and our stove. Nothing too much to share with this. Right in the center here, I have this like slab of marble. This I found at Home Goods. And then I have this little tiny candle holder from Target. I have a bigger version in our living room, which I previously showed yesterday. And then inside of there, I have a Herb and Irma soy candle that was from Target as well. I have some leftover cupcakes in here that Aiden and I baked the other day. And then on top of the stove, hanging in between the stove and the microwave, I have this little, I don't know, painted platter thing that we purchased from the Dominican Republic during our honeymoon. We have our microwave, and then in this top cabinet, we have a bunch of to-go mugs, bigger mugs, mugs with lids. All of those like coffee, drinkware type of mugs are right up here. And then in this cabinet, we have even more mugs. Yes, I know I have an issue with mugs, but yes, here are all of our mugs, the rest of them at least. And then on the side here, we have a spice rack. Right underneath that cabinet, we have our Keurig and a little set of faux flowers. But yes, this is our little like coffee area. That is why I have the mugs right up here and the to-go mugs or tumblers right up there. And then in this drawer we have our K-cups. I need to get more of these acrylic little organizers to keep them nice and organized, because as you can see, they like to fly all over when this drawer is open and closed. And then we have our fridge. We have our little sonogram of our daughter right there, and our island. So here again, I try to keep this as bare and clean as possible. Again, I did have a lot more stuff on this island in previous home tours, but I just love how it looks without so much clutter. It's obviously a lot easier to clean and maintain, and I just think it looks a lot nicer. It just provides a lot of space to eat and work with while cooking. And so yeah, this has been great not having so much stuff on it. But right in the center here, I do have a little wooden type of platter, I guess, and this I found at Hobby Lobby on sale. I also have these really sparkly coasters that my sister purchased for me. And then I have a 3-wick Bath & Body Works candle holder that is super sparkly and pretty. And inside of there I have a 3-wick candle from Bath & Body Works. And I believe I am currently burning Mahogany Coconut, which is such an amazing summer scent. And then in front of the island we have these 3 wooden chairs. I am obsessed with these chairs. I wish I would have gotten one more, but these were purchased from Target and I love how these look. They are very rustic and modern. They have like the dark hardware that makes them nice and modern, but I think their style and the color of the wood makes them very rustic looking. And hopefully here you can kind of see a little bit more their color with the light coming in behind me in the living room. These chairs were pretty inexpensive. That's why I wish I would have gotten a couple more. They are no longer on Target's website, unfortunately, but if they ever come back, I definitely plan on purchasing them. They are super, super sturdy. We did have different chairs for this island when we originally bought the house, and they were just really wobbly. They just weren't secure, and these are the total opposite of those. So we love these chairs. Again, here's an overview of the kitchen. We are hoping to paint the cabinetry ourselves very soon. I've been talking about doing this DIY project for so long now, pretty much ever since we moved into this house and definitely ever since I started my YouTube channel. I'm just very nervous to actually go ahead and paint these. I'm just trying to figure out what I need and how to complete this project to the best of my ability before I actually dive into it. One other thing I wanted to mention was the lighting on top of the cabinetry. That was something that I did do myself, and I did mention that I was going to do a video on how I did it because it was literally super easy, very, very inexpensive. I have not yet gotten around to doing that video. But if you are interested on seeing how I achieved this glowy and cozy ambiance look in the kitchen, let me know and I will try to get around to filming that very soon, hopefully before the baby comes. We have our dining room right here, which I will be showing in tomorrow's video. But to the side of the refrigerator, we have our family calendar. This calendar I make each year, and I make this on Walgreens.com. I personalize it. I add a bunch of our most memorable or fun photos from the previous year to each month, and then I add everyone's birthday from our family. I found and purchased this calendar holder a while ago from Amazon.com. Right below the calendar, I have this little arrangement of pre-lit branches. I have some really sparkly ones included in here. The sparkly ones I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and then these pre-lit ones I believe I found at Michael's, I want to say. They are plugins, which I really love. I hate battery operated things like this. I just feel like the batteries get drained way too fast. And so I just have stuck that in this corner. We previously had a really skinny table in this corner, but again, I was just trying to keep things a little bit more simple looking and clean looking. I'm standing in the dining room. Here is the kitchen to my left and the family room to my right. I am going to include this part of the house into my kitchen tour. But here we have this wall that always gets some comments about because of this beautiful tree that I found from Home Goods. This is like a pre-lit plug-in tree. I love how this tree looks. It's a huge statement piece in our house, especially since right when you walk into the house, it's like one of the first things you see when you enter. It's a very large tree, and then I also added all of these crystals or like hanging crystals onto here. All of these I found and purchased from Amazon.com. I think it just gives the entire tree a really pretty and glamorous effect. I have considered moving this tree quite a few times, but I have yet to go ahead and do that. I like the placement of the tree, but it overlooks, or it's right above the basement, which is right down there. And with that huge like drop, I always get so nervous when I'm cleaning this space that this tree is just going to topple over, especially since it is quite top heavy but I cannot think of a better place to put it. And then on the side of that, I have 3 floating wooden shelves, and these were all purchased from Target. This one and this bottom one came as a set, and then that one right over there, it has like a ledge on it. It is the same exact color though. It was sold separately. I don't even know if they were from the same companies that made them, but they are perfect matches color wise. So on this first floating shelf, I have this really cute S that symbolizes our last name. I found this from Kirkland's, and the entire letter is wrapped in hemp. And then I have a painted mason jar. My sister and I painted these for our bridal shower. I have a video on that on my channel, but we did use chalk paint for this mason jar. And then I have some white faux flowers in there, and that is sitting on another wooden log slice from Home Goods. Right down below that, I have these 2 picture frames that I purchased from a craft fair about 1.5 years ago. I love these. They're just like little blocks of wood that have been decorated with some bows, flowers, ribbon, lace, everything fun and girly. And then I have a really tiny little candle from Bath & Body Works sitting in a Bath & Body Works holder right in the center there. And then right below that, I have this little ledge that hangs over the basement. And this is another area that I tried to kind of minimalize the amount of decor we have on here, just because this area is so rough to clean, especially with the tree like I mentioned. So having less stuff on here just makes my life a little bit easier. Plus I think it's a little bit more appealing to look at. And so I just have a bouquet of faux flowers that I used for our engagement party, our bridal shower, and our wedding. Those are all placed in a little white wired bird cage that I purchased from Michael's. And then I have a long stemmed coral rose just laying right on that ledge. And then to the right of that, I have another set of faux flowers. I have these type of flowers in our living room that I mentioned in yesterday's video. I love, love, love these flowers. I love the look of them. The colors are very vibrant. Those were purchased from Michael's, as well as the containers that they are sitting in. Here's a little bit better of a close-up. The lighting is not too good. Above that, I have a tobacco basket stuck onto the wall. You guys may remember this basket from a recent farmhouse home decor haul that I did on my channel. This I found from Hobby Lobby, and I recently just decided to place it here rather than in the dining room, which is where it originally was placed. And then above that is that other floating shelf from Target, and I have another little rustic picture frame that I found at Meijer. And then right beside that, I have a really tiny miniature faux floral set that was purchased from Michael's. And right beside that, I have a "This is my happy place" wooden sign. It looks like it's paneled, but it's just faux paneling. I found this from the Target dollar section. So here is that part of the kitchen or family room, whatever you want to consider this part of the house to be. But right over here, I have this huge, ginormous wall art, and this was purchased from Goodwill. I believe it was only $3 or $4, and so I was really excited to find this. I have been considering trying out a DIY project with this wall piece, but again, I'm kind of nervous because I do like it. I don't want to ruin it and then end up with nothing for this wall. But I'm really going back and forth with changing this piece and doing something completely different with it, giving it a very different look. And so if I decide to go through with that project, I will absolutely be filming it and showing you guys. And over here on this wall, I'm just going to show this piece right here. I have this hanging mirror. This was purchased from Kirkland's. I love this. It's like the perfect size little square mirror. It's very rustic and distressed, which I love. Here you can kind of see how distressed it is. It's a very pretty gray color, and then it's got a nice little ledge to add a little bit of decor to it. So right on there, I have this brown lantern, which is really hard to actually see because of the lighting, but there you can kind of see it a little bit better. This lantern was purchased from Michael's, And then on the other side, I have this faux peony arrangement. I absolutely love peonies, and I love that I can enjoy these throughout the summer season, since the real peonies always seem to come and go so quickly. But these peonies I found from Michael's, along with the little vase that came with that lace that is wrapped around it. And then inside of there I stuck some really pretty sparkly beads just to give it a little bit of an added touch. So again, here is a quick overview of the entire kitchen, as well as this part of the room or the house, the kitchen. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on any of the items that I mentioned, or if I left anything out, just let me know in the comment section, and I would be happy to get back to you as soon as possible. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and join my YouTube family. And I will see you in tomorrow's video when I take you around the dining room and show you our summer decor for that room. I will see you guys in that video. Until then, take care. Bye.